Right now, you're tuning in to No Rap Cap Podcast every Tuesday, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we drop new content.
Yes, sir.
We really, really appreciate all the monthly memberships, man. That mean a whole lot to us. We suggest if you're not a member, go ahead and get your membership. It's just $5. Ain't never hurt nobody. I go by GASDAHATER, man.
I'm Mr. Mena, the instigator, brother.
Yes, Lord.
And we back with another one, you know?
We back with another episode, man. We got some good news. We got some bad news.
We got all kind of news.
All kind of motherfucking news, man.
You just don't know what we've been through this week.
It's midnight. We don't do no podcast. It's midnight Wednesday. Podcast come out tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we going to have to edit this shit up and get the people what we got to give them. But it's been a long week, man.
Tell them some of the shit we've been through to make this shit happen, bro. So the people that watch us can understand how dedicated we are to making sure that we give them an episode.
Man, we recorded this podcast for y'all Saturday, right?
Right.
Saturday, for Thursday. That one was my fault. I made a mistake and fucking deleted the footage.
Right.
You dig? And then we came back
Today.
Earlier today to redo the footage, talk about this BG shit coming home, all type of shit in this episode, man. And had some technicalities with the card. The card was full and had to just fucking, man, down there throw the whole damn card away that the motherfucker
it was like, you know, corrupted, right.
Was corrupted. And man, this shit just hurt a nigga soul, bro, because it seemed like something just keep trying to pull us in a direction, you know what I'm saying, that we don't want to go. And bro, I always use that shit like when you be hearing people's success story, they be like, they try to tell you, bro, like, man, I was about to give up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Scratching my head like we did this shit Saturday, deleted the footage, did this shit earlier today for tomorrow, and that footage got fucked up in the shit that we were talking about. Man, we kept it all the way in New Orleans, BG home, BG this, Birdman, Turk. Like, we just gave a nigga just so much. We overdid it, really. Nothing we saying you overdid yourself.
Yeah, I gave him a lot, right.
We gave a lot, so I stayed waiting Slidell. It's midnight, man. We had to come home. We had to come back in here and give y'all this shit. We think we the people who fuck with us, we really owe them this explanation. So whatever it took, meaning was that in the middle of the show, meaning stop this show to come back just to let y'all know what was going on, man. So
that's the dedication that we got with the podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make sure that we deliver to y'all, make sure we give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We know that y'all look forward to seeing what we got going on, so we got to deliver. You know what I'm saying? It'd be unright if we didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we came back in here to give y'all this shit, and the podcast is gonna be, you know, after this segment right here, audio only. You know what I'm saying, bro? You don't want to miss this audio. I'm talking about y'all wanted that BG content from us, and I don't give a fuck who podcast or do an interview with BG. It ain't homegrown. It ain't the shit. Like, nigga can't dissect the situation how we could dissect it by we being from right here. You know what I'm saying?
Cause we know, you know what I'm saying? We know, like, where he come from, you know what I'm saying? You know, what it build, like, what it means to be coming home. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, coming home, especially from this city. You know what I'm saying? So, we give y'all, like, you know, 100% the real shit, the raw shit. I'm talking about broke it down, detail for detail. And
every question you wanted to know about BG and wanted us to answer without us hearing your question, we answered that motherfucker.
Right. So, you know, make sure y'all bear with us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's, like you say, it's going to be audio only, but tune in, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get a good grip, like, you know what I'm saying? Put if you got an earpods or whatever, make sure you put them bitches in your ear, you know what I'm saying? You got it on your TV, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you tune in, listen to what we talking about, because it's some real in-depth shit, you know?
Only thing that I thought about that we didn't answer is Birdman saying, check your account, I got you right.
What is right?
What is right?
Right. That's the question, you know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know,
100,000.
I'm surprised he didn't use handsomely.
Handsomely.
Like Kango did to me. Handsomely.
Broke y'all handsomely.
So, he said, I took care of you right, look at your bank account, and
not no 100 G's. That nigga would have get it to him in his hand.
I feel like if it was 100 racks, that's something you could have just brought to him, broke him off in cash. But if a nigga say you put it in your account, gotta be M's.
M's.
Yeah, M or M's. M or M's. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see
M&M's.
Yeah, M&M's. You know what I'm saying? Because if a nigga didn't give you,
Facts.
direct, like $1 million straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be like some real money to where I had to wire that shit to you.
Hey, listen. Like when you do something for a nigga, genuinely, and like the energy was there. Real talk.
It was real.
The energy was there, and like. When you buy somebody like a gift like your old lady and you did your shit, you came through, like nigga talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you in a good mood. And this the one you want her to open and front you because I shine with this bitch right here.
Right.
That's the vibe that I got. So it probably was some nice.
I got that from it too, you know what I'm saying? The hug, the embrace that him and Birdman, BG and Birdman did. You could tell it was some genuine shit. I miss you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be home, and I'm happy you the nigga that like showed up for me, pulled out the red carpet for me, you know what I'm saying, the whole nine. So like I say, I look for it to be a good look, you know what I'm saying? And but we broke everything down. We
broke it down.
Yeah,
why Turk ain't get the red carpet.
Right.
We went into a little of that shit. We went into who should be the first
the
features. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
broke that down. Man, we hit them with everything but the zinc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. It was a great interview. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking all the viewers, you know what I'm saying, to bear with us on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to the audio, listen to what we talking about. Sorry that we couldn't put no video with it, you know what I'm saying, due to technical difficulties, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens, but at the end of the day, that's how dedicated we are to making sure that y'all get it.
I don't think BG could do a fucking interview better than this motherfucker we did today.
Right, yeah. And we called out, like, saying some people like, bring it here.
Facts.
Bring it here, you know what I'm saying? So, with BG watching, Birdman watching, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to reiterate that again. Man, bring that shit home. Bring that shit right
home,
here.
man.
Yeah, bring it here,
We need that.
Right, real talk. It's going.
Do us
help,
right.
It'll up us. It'll up y'all. It'll up everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Do the city right.
Do the city right.
Right. Because we
it's up and it's stuck.
Yeah, we the number one podcast in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say that enough. I'm proud to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to have, like I say, Birdman come on talk. I would love to have. BG come on and talk Juvie the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Even Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Turk, we've been invited you, so, you know what I'm saying? Just as well, we'd love to have Turk come be a part of the podcast as well,
Right. We even broke down. It's so much.
We had Manny already. We had Manny
fresh already. It's so we close.
Yeah, we got one.
We got one of the big towns.
Count that as something,
And we broke down, the situation with them and Gangsta, why and how, and man, it's just so much to even explain that I don't even remember, you know what I'm saying, that we talked about. I just know the basics of, you know what I'm saying.
It was the shit. We talked about that real shit. We talked about
definitely that real shit.
The family of, you know what I'm saying, the shit, how they got started, like, what made them what they is, some of the things that we think BG should do out the gate, you know what I'm saying? Some things that we, hopefully hope that he moved toward, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So we broke it all the way down, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the audio, man. Get what we talking about. We're gonna be in the chat.
Hour and a half for that real shit.
Right. What you say?
An hour and a half for number real shit.
Yeah, number real shit. So, we're going to be in the chat, you know what I'm saying, always doing what we do with y'all, you know what I'm saying, our monthly members, you already know that's who we engage with. So if you're not a monthly member and you want to engage with us about the conversation that we're talking about with this BG, you know what I'm saying, cash money situation, you make sure you become a monthly member, you know what I'm saying? It helps us, you know what I'm saying, and it also opens you up to be able to engage with us properly, you know what I'm saying?
Just back to, like, I don't want to get caught up in, and sometimes, bro, like, that's the role you play, you know what I'm saying? In my life, I'm talking about when I be like, man, this shit, bro, just, nigga, you be so calm. Fuck it, bro. Shit happen. We gotta get to it. That shit kind of, nigga be needing that, cause bro, I be like, man, fuck it. I'm with, what I'm saying, giving the people explanation. Like, I'm all cool with that, but I still be dwelling on the fucking spilled milk. Like, fuck, bro. Right. Like, why this one? You know what I'm saying? Like, we came double back to do this shit today because I fucked up the footage and not knowing that how we was gonna come on the one earlier. This bitch outdid that one, so it was like, man, it was meant to lose that footage that I lost. Right. This one overdid it like by a fucking landslide. Right. Now this shit happened, technicality. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we still here, like, and listen. That's a part of being dedicated to what you do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm a little more seasoned in it because I done got a lot of setbacks in life. You know what I'm saying? And we got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't cry over what didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? We got to still make it happen. So, with that being said, that's what we're doing right now. We got in here at midnight. You know what I'm saying? Got together, gave y'all an introduction of what's about to happen, what's going on, so you wouldn't be surprised, wouldn't be lost. But we want y'all to tune into what we're talking about because the shit's so real. Like I say, I know Birdman watched the podcast. I'm quite sure you're gonna introduce BG to watching what we got going on, and I want them to really feel where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? Hear the shit that we talking about, and hopefully take it to heart. You know what I'm saying? Because it's meant to go to the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Got some stop the caps in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stop the cap. Yeah,
You dig?
They got some shit that'll make you say that. You know what I'm saying? So
dig. And no lie, brother. It's like I was on some shit. Like, man, it's cool, brother. People fuck with us. We got some real supporters. I don't like to call them fans. You know what I'm saying? We got supporters. Right. Really support us, and they fuck with us hard. You know what I'm saying? In that chat and just on the YouTube period. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with us. And I was on some shit, man. Well, we'll just catch back up with it Tuesday. And nigga was like, man, no,
can't do it.
Bro, we can't do it. We got to just put out the audio and give a nigga an introduction on what caused it.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm glad y'all here right now. If you're here and you made it this far, man, go ahead and continue to watch the episode, man. Like I said, we're gonna be in the chat, and yeah, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. What we didn't cover in that because we didn't want to go off topic with the episode that was at hand and the conversation.
Talking about BG
was the Boosie shit and TQ shit.
Right. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, I'm glad that we was that's what's so good about it. You gotta make the best of like what you got. So, after we did the interview, you know what I'm saying, nigga came across TQ talking, you know what I'm saying, kind of giving a statement because the podcast before I just spoke on, TQ never like really made a statement. You know what I'm saying? It was just funny that he come right behind and with a statement. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So with him making a statement, he kind of broke down the shit about, what really happened with him and his brother and how the business with. And, like when the way he gave it, the way he explained it, I totally understood it. It was like, that's how shit may go. We thought that maybe, it wasn't no forged signature because we knew that he had some type of partnership or some type of business with his brother where he had the right to do what he doing. So the dude said that
he said that?
Yeah, he said he restructured the deal. So off of restructuring the deal, he said every contract you ever see is going to have his signature on it because he's the one that do the contract.
I'm authorized for that.
He authorized to do it. So he said if BG, I said BG because that's how much the BG shit so dope. He said if Boosie put out this forged thing, a lot of shit gonna come back and be forged because he did that much of business for Boosie. So if you're gonna say that what I did was a forge on this particular situation, I make every contract I ever did and any business I ever did with you a forge because I was the one that kind of like handled that business.
And you got paper off of that.
So he was like, me and you was business partners and I had the right to do what I'm doing. So when we restructured Blue's contract, we structured it a certain way. He said Blue never was happy with the situation with Boosie. He said because Boosie never really funded it. That's the same thing that we were saying was really, did you put any money behind the project? He said Boosie was like that with pretty much all the artists he ever worked with, that he never really put no money up directly. He said my deal was to sign them to, the label with Boosie, but get a major label to kind of like come up with the capital to put the money up so that we can fund whatever project out. And he said the only one that we really got a funding for was with Capitol Records for Blue. He said it was $150,000 up front. He said he sent 75, the other 75 coming when you got to do the deal. So with him talking about he went in his pocket and took the money from him, that never happened because the shit was wired or whatever. It never went that way. So he was like, oh, that's like cap. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap, bullshit.
Please.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. So dude said it didn't go that way. And he said at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it was like they got 35,000 or whatever that was wired to him, and he never went in the man's pocket, did nothing like that. That never happened. So that's basically what that was about. The shit that we kind of already talked about in the podcast before. Dude just came and confirmed that even off us talking about the speculation of it, you know what I'm saying, it was actual, like, it wasn't actually the way we said it, but it was like similar to what we was talking about. And that go to show you that no rap cap podcast, know what the fuck they be talking about when they be talking that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? He confirmed that.
Right. And I also mentioned to the point that, nah, bro, it ain't no personal shot at Boosie. It's just that the world don't hear Young Blue Side and TQ never talk. He just came out with this here, and it coincide with what we said. So it just be from a standpoint of the shit that surface that we get, and y'all listening to just a one side, and that's Boosie, because he the bigger artist. He got the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So niggas will take advantage of that when they know, man, my brother don't really talk. Young Blue, he ain't clapping back. He ain't saying nothing. So nigga don't got nothing but to believe but his side. And that's what niggas, but I'm looking, we podcast, so we research shit and we talk about shit in depth. And the shit that a nigga find out, that's what we talk about.
Right.
You thinking I'm bitter, I'm hating towards Boosie because you're not a podcaster and you didn't look in depth to what a nigga was saying from this content, from this content, from this content. You just seen something on Boosie Live, my nigga, and believe them.
Yeah, they take one perspective from it without doing the proper research to kind of dig into it to understand why your perception of it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know the research that you went through to kind of dig into the shit that you're talking about. And that's why you be so firm on,
right.
It's like, I'm telling you, it ain't happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a right to say that because you done seen some shit and you know how to dissect shit, and you come from the street and you understand street shit. So street niggas involved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When street niggas involved, some fuckery come with it, some conniving come with it, some scandalous shit come with that. And nigga just dissected that shit and talk about it. And like the regular fan or person like that only hear from that one side and they believe what they hear. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because when you're a fan of somebody, nigga can't do no wrong.
Yeah, you don't want to hear the other side anyway. It don't even count.
And when the nigga got the stigma of
real nigga.
Right. Right. We hate Rat's mascot.
Right. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Boosie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still wish you the best, want you to do the best. Like I said, I wish that him and his brother can come to some kind of understanding. Even him and Blue can come to some type of understanding and just get down to the real, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's enough of us against us, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of way we got to like bring us together some form of fashion. So hopefully those brothers can get past their differences, squash the beef and move forward. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. And the brother, bro, I seen some of it. Dude, to me, bro, like, I don't, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you could go ahead and do that from, different shit that you see a person do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to know him personally, but just different shit that you see a person do from the outside looking in. You will catch a vibe, you know what I'm saying? You will kind of like put him with somebody in the same category of somebody that you really do know personally.
Yeah, to relate. To relate.
And so I get that kind of vibe from TQ, you know what I'm saying? Well-rounded dude, you dig? And he seemed genuine, you know what I'm saying? Right. If, I call him it right.
Yeah, that's the same, like I say, side that I see him on. Like I say, I personally, done had conversations with him, you know what I'm saying? We done, chopped it up for a minute or two, and dude was always the way I saw him, during the interview is the way he introduced himself to me as a person. So, I don't see his demeanor changing. I think he coming from a perspective of like, this how it happened for real, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he just giving it real. Like I said, I don't think he throwing his brother under the bus. He just calling a spade a spade. You know, Boosie, you don't really fuck with the artists like that. You know what I'm saying? I go out, I get them, I sign them, you know what I'm saying? You got them on board, and you know the mission. The mission is to get the capital from one of these major labels, but we need you sometime to back it. And if you didn't up no money or put no money forward to make this shit happen, what money is due to you at the end of the day?
Right, what money is due to you? If some, hope you get it. You know what I'm saying? But when
it ain't 10 million though.
Right, it ain't 10 million cap. Right. So if you was entitled to anything just from in your head, just saying you did this, you know, I did that, this shit that don't come with no dollar amount, put you on Vlad, this and that type of shit. The money that a nigga have recouped or gained from home success,
the original,
it's a nice payoff, bro.
The original 150 deal, and then the 100 that he gave you up front, like, you know what I'm saying, it's more than what you even invested in this guy to, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So sometimes you gotta, you know, call it as it is. You know what I'm saying? I made some money off it. I know I didn't put the proper effort into like helping blow this cat up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wish you the best, bro. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And just do better business with the next artist that you put in that type of position.
Right. And sometimes it's good, bro, to speak that. Because when a nigga looking down on you, or they got something to say about the type of shit that you did, oh man, nigga apologize, woo, woo, woo. Nigga get over that, but it'll sit good with yourself, like I made a mistake, bro, you know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't do this, I should have did more of this, I shouldn't have did that, and that resonate with people also. Nigga gotta understand that, bro, he ain't just about always
being perfect,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I think some of the guys that be in position of being considered the boss or the big dog or whatever may be the case, they act like they can't make any mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Or I handled that bad, or I was wrong for the way I made a move on that. You know what I'm saying? I just think real men or mature men, because I ain't gonna say real men. I'm not trying to take nothing away from Boosie, but I'm just gonna say more mature men will be like, you know what? It is what it is, bro. I wish you the best. Keep it moving, like, you know what I'm saying?
And it'll hurt you more and fuck with you more as the time passes, and you have like, man, I hope I ain't waiting too late, because when you genuine and it's people involved, that somebody that you really had love for at one time, which is Blue, and your family member, you will feel like that, or what we saying, but that real nigga shit will overpower you coming out and saying this type of shit, so you'll be trying to keep waiting for the perfect time, because that's your real feelings. Man, I want to do that, you know what I'm saying? But nigga don't get around to it and just be hoping like, man, hoping I ain't gonna do it too late. So sometimes you gotta just do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the shit that niggas worry about. Oh, nigga, sucker. This nigga, we knew this nigga was down bad. We know this nigga was shiesty. Like, fuck all that, because it gonna sit well with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And real niggas gonna respect you. Yeah. That's the realest nigga. The real niggas gonna respect you. The niggas that you try to, you know, portray the image to, like, we don't call that real. Just being honest, hope you see this, Boosie. One day, we don't call that shit the real nigga. You know what I'm saying? We call the shit that we talking about now that you need to do, that niggas respect. That's what the real niggas like. Yeah,
just standing up to, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just being accountable for how it went. My brother did handle all the business, you know, I didn't really back him up properly. And like he said Boosie just he got a lot going on. His mind be everywhere, you know what I'm saying? His attention span is short. It ain't on no one thing. He got so much going on. So with him having a lot going on, you know, like, you handle that, TQ, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like TQ said, I'm the one who discovered this guy. He said they sending these submission songs. I listened to the songs. I heard this dude. He said, I talked to him. I told him to send it. He said, he sent me about 9 songs. I'm like, oh, you it, I'm going to sign you. He said, even without Boosie ever hearing him, I already knew I was going to sign him. He said, then I went to Boosie and told him about it. He said, Boosie like, what? Yeah, it's good. You know, kind of like what he heard from him But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you just didn't stand behind the business on it. And I kept going with that particular artist, you know what I'm saying, because I believed in him maybe more than anybody else maybe believed in him when we locked in. So the dude from Mobile or something like that,
right,
you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, you know, I just locked in with dude and kind of moved forward with him, and we wound up doing what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, that's brothers, that's blood. And I knew it had to be some deeper shit for you to still tie in with him and not cut him off, to still let him handle some type of business. So, you know, I'm glad TQ came and made clarity to how that shit really went, you know what I'm saying? So we can get a better understanding, or at least two sides of it, so that we can make get our own understanding from it, to see what we think is right or wrong in it.
And I could understand the whole situation by TQ fucking with Blue and Boosie not so much involved, because when you discover a nigga, it's personal. When you bring a nigga to the table, it's personal. And you got a point to prove. And you losing sleep, nigga. You losing money to make. That's how it go when you're hustling, bro. You just, you know, you're gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to spend something to get something. And sometimes you be spending and spending and spending and don't get nothing. And then you losing sleep, bro. Like, man, we got to get something. So you keep going and keep going. And that's, you know, when an artist see you bad for him like that, that shit start gaining love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I see that you really going all out for
really
me,
with me.
right.
So that's why I kind of understand the situation. Like, that seemed like that's what happened.
That's why you locked in with TQ so much,
that's
right?
That's why you locked in.
Because you really believed in me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
me.
Yeah, right. You fuck with me, you brought me to the table, and then you just been going to bat for me the whole nine, you know what I'm saying, all the way to where we at right now. So, yeah, I'm locked in with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing directly against your brother, but it came directly from you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so all the shit that he said about being with, you know, Badass Entertainment, the whole nine, it was genuinely real, because dude felt happy and honored to be a part of what they got going on. But not knowing, once I got in with y'all, I didn't know that they had this type of separation amongst y'all with the business. Like, I didn't know that you wasn't glued in with your brother the way that you should be for to conduct business the way it need to be. So yeah, I'm honored to be with you, Boosie, but at the end of the day, once I get around you, I'm starting to see this the only nigga that's really handling some business for me.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So, and I see how hard he going for me, because he could have, like he said, TQ said, I could have been came to the thing and said, look, Boosie ain't fucking with you. He said, but I try to cover for that, so it made it look like, you know, Boosie still was locked in when Boosie didn't give a fuck about what was going on. I just didn't want the artist to feel like he didn't care, so he can give up or want to go another route. You know what I'm saying? Because he believed in him. So, you know, I totally understood that. I could see how that could have went. And, you know, it's just a mishap. But it's not that it done popped off and made money. Boosie like, you my artist. You know what I'm saying? He using everything against him. Like, you said this, you said that. Yeah, I said all that in the beginning, bro, because that's what I thought it was about. And I thought you was so glued in with this shit the same way your brother was, that this is what we were starting. But when I got in, I started finding out, no, it's only one of them that's glued in with me like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one I really rock with.
And all that shit makes sense, because I don't think that a nigga like TQ would have got into it, like, with Blue, if the bond was that, you know, strong to
go against his brother.
That he'll say the shit that Boosie is saying to Young Blue. I can't see TQ getting into it with Young Blue and he's saying the shit that Boosie's saying to Young Blue, because the bond difference. See, all that shit makes sense with TQ saying. I can't see TQ saying, fuck your wife. Ooh, because the bond,
it's different. Yeah, he more jail with brother,
right?
Like, yeah, with
you lose cannon, and you ain't, like you say, you ain't give a fuck from the gate. You know what I'm saying? So
it
you
didn't matter. Yeah, right. So that's why it's so loose cannon with him on that side, because, like I said, he ain't really have that type of like you say bond with Young Blue to be tied into him like that. So he used everything that he knew about him against him more than, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's totally understandable, bro. You know, from hearing to TQ side of it, I totally get it. I totally understand what happened or what may seem to happen. And like I said, with them being brothers, I still wish that they can work that shit out.
They gonna work it out.
You know, and get past that shit. And I wish they can come to some type of common ground that Boosie could feel like it's felt for him. Now that TQ speaking on it, that they could be like, you know, hopefully Boosie could watch TQ interview and be like, you know, if it's
Kinda
factual,
see love.
I kind of see where y'all at. I see why it is what it is. Look, bro, let's just do this. Let's work it out this way. Just give me, you know, just because, you know what I'm saying, I did play some type of part with it, you know, and y'all making this type of money, give me this, and we square. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can get past it. Hopefully they can move forward and make the best of it, you know?
Right. When his brothers and his family, it might take longer, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody be like, man, you know, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So when one person just come around and they get off the social media and, you know, sometimes it be shit that happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cookouts, reunions, just sometimes some detrimental shit, some sentimental shit to where, man.
Somebody take a loss with a family member, anything,
something,
yeah.
You dig? Nigga get it in their head to where you somebody else lost to correct, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or it takes somebody that they both mutually respect. Family member, big dog, whatever, somebody that they both respect highly, and he's just like, and he makes sense to both of them. Like, listen, bro, y'all brothers, like, come on, bro, put that shit past y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, anybody can come on these podcasts and, oh, he said this, and rally that shit up. I'm just not on that type of time of trying to rally up bullshit. You know, if we could, you know, we at a time right now, but we got to start working together and we got to get past the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So we want these youngsters to even fall in line some type of way. Us as being older niggas, big dogs, whatever may be the case, we got to start mending some of the dumb shit so that the youngster could see, man, if they could do it, we could do it. And we got to start being the example that we want people to follow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, people could at these niggas, you know, put this out to them and kind of let them know, man, like, them dudes talking some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas really blood brothers, bro. At the end of the day, don't let no money come between y'all. Boosie, you rich as a motherfucker, you good. TQ, you got something going on. Find some kind of neutral ground that y'all can come on, squash that shit. You and Blue talk, hug it out. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We all black brothers, bro, just trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But, man,
it don't get no realer than that.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? It don't get no realer than that.
Yeah. So listen, we going into this episode, bro. We going, you know what I'm saying? We you know, we going in depth. You know, we glad BG home. You know what I'm saying? You know
BG
what I'm saying?
free.
Yeah, BG free. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Turk for even speaking that shit into existence. You know what I'm saying? Because dude got an early release. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand how that shit work, but Turk, I understood you when you said it. You know what I'm saying? I understood what you meant by it. So now BG home. You know what I'm saying? Let's make the best of it. We got a great interview right now. It's strictly audio. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to stay in tune with what we talking about. We're going to be in that chat. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned with us. You know what I'm saying? Give us y'all comments like y'all normally do.
Right, man. I'm talking about only thing I can say to piggyback over that, man, is grab your popcorn, buckle up for the ride, and right now, you're tuning in to No Rap Cap Podcast every Tuesday, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and when you subscribe, hit that bell, man, so you can be alerted every time we drop new content. Appreciate all our monthly memberships. If you're not a member, we really suggest you get a member, man. $5 ain't never hurt nobody.
Right.
I go by GASDAHATER, man.
I'm Mr. Meaner, the instigator.
I'm J-Tymer, the mediator.
We back, man.
Back.
Another one, bro.
What's up?
Like we never left.
No more free BG, bro.
Oh, BG home. No more
BG free. Just same way Turk was saying it. BG is free.
Yes,
BG
sir.
free. You know what I'm saying? That man spoke that shit into existence. It done happened. Early release. The man is home. You know what I'm talking about? Back to the real. You know what I'm saying? Back to some regular street shit. You know what I'm saying? Regular scheduled program. You know what I'm saying? Back at it. You know what I'm saying? I was happy to see the brother home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? BG looked real happy. You know what I'm saying? To be out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I was happy for him, you know?
BG said he ready to work, boy. I woke up this morning looking on YouTube trying to see if that boy drop a song already.
I heard Baby say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see. That boy, did he record something yet? But you know, he fresh on, so.
Shit, I was saying that out there.
Good.
We got to get in the studio, get this first song done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, they on his back with it. You know what I'm saying? They won't, you know what I'm saying, put some shit out. You know what I'm saying? So.
Jesus sound like he ready to work, though. That's what it sound like he said. Like, you know, ready to get it.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear him as much, like, from the audio, you know what I'm saying, from the shit that I saw. I couldn't really hear too much what he was saying. I kind of heard more what Birdman and
I know you were like this.
Was saying. Why I had to be like that? Bro? Why you think I'm like that? Why you think I'm like? Why you think I'm like that? Stop the cap, man. I'ma say it for you. You ain't gotta put this. Stop the cap.
They playing that bit back on the bottom of the phone, nigga. All that.
How many times you watch that bit? That keep it G.
Nah, I just watched different ones. My whole timeline was about
Which one
the
you
same
watched the
thing.
most?
The same one that everybody showed.
You watched this about 20 times.
It's the same one. I watched them coming. I watched them coming down the steps.
Shut up.
Put the earbuds.
Why you think I'm? Why you think I'm that hard?
Pushing them bitches in there.
You said putting the butt through your ear. Huh?
I'm trying to hit everything.
What the fuck did he say?
Nothing but the van nigga hit a Sprinter motor back to everything, bro.
Oh man, fuck, bro.
But yeah, I was happy to better home. You know what I'm saying? But I also saw that you know, Birdman looked real happy to see him. You know what I'm saying? It was a genuine look. You know what I'm saying? It was like a little standoff in the beginning. They like looking at each other from a distance. I was like, I thought they were about to throw down. Like, you know what I'm saying? At first, the way we were looking, it was apart from each other. Then they dapped off and they gave each other a real big hug. You know what I'm saying? And it just looked genuine, bro. And it looked like, you know what I'm saying, nigga was really about, you know what I'm saying? But
go ahead.
Go ahead.
And if it was a big platform that I would rather, you know, see Jeezy on first, it would be Drink Champs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody else articulate the type of interview that he need to be seen in.
Yeah,
right,
Drink Champs. Yeah, because they asked, you know, he asked that real shit, like, you know what I'm saying, and you know, and he opened them up, you know what I'm saying, to a level to get that real out, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know, you know what I'm saying. Come on over here, man.
Facts.
That part.
Fuck all that. Level us up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Come home and do an interview, regardless of who you do first, second, third, fourth. Just drop in here, holler at No Rap Cap Podcast, man. Sit down with us, you know what I'm saying?
That's all, man. That's our take on BG Home. There's No Rap Cap Podcast, number real raw shit. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, get your membership, man. $5. Ain't never heard nobody. I go by GASDAHATER, man.
I'm Misdemeanor, the instigator.
I'm J-Time, the mediator.
And you already know what to watch.
Watch this.
And watch that other shit.
Yeah.